John Sewell with Engearment.com in our beautiful mountains of Colorado. Sun is just rising from camp, and we've been using this pack for the last 3 or 4 weeks. The Outdoor Vitals Skyline 30L Fastpack. This backpack has so many features that every time I use it, I'm finding new features. So in this video, I'll try and go over what I discovered so far this summer, and then of course I'll do a part 2 after a full summer's worth of hiking and backpacking and fast packing. So let's just jump into it. It's a lot to cover. We'll start at the beginning. For reference, sizing, I am 6'1", 215 pounds, 45-inch chest, 33-inch waist, 36, 37 on the arms, and about a 19.5-inch torso. They sent over the medium large, see right there, backpack for us to try out. And it is a tight fit, which is what you want if you are running with a backpack. I'll show you. It's got the running vest style and then a minimalist hip belt. The hip belt has the biggest of the 3 buckles. Imagine that. There are no waist pockets. There's no, you're not trying to keep on the iliac shift or iliac crest. You're just trying to keep it from shifting. And then check out these tiny, tiny zippers. Oh my gosh. With gloves on, this could be a challenge. And as I mentioned earlier, my sizing, 45-inch chest, might be on the end of the range for this. I can secure it down just a little bit more. Whew, but I can't have a full breath if I do that. So this is where I would have it adjusted. While I have you in the front, I'm going to miss several things, but I'll do my best to cover it. You do get half-liter water bottle pockets right here. This one you can cinch down. On the outside of that pocket, you get a neoprene stretch pocket. Great place for sunscreen or even some goose. Then you get one more pocket down here. Even better place for a snack or maybe your in reach. Over here, you had the same thing. You get that same pocket that you can cinch down on, like so. You get that same zip pocket. Another good place for small items. And then you get another water bottle. There's a retainer for it. Another water bottle pocket right here. However, I did not see a way to adjust it. Maybe they just forgot the clip. This is a prototype, by the way. It's not even out yet. So you get a lot of front access stuff. So you're not going to spend a lot of time going back into the pack unless you really, really needed to. And yes, it is hydration compatible. You can come through the right port or left port and have it right in front of you so you can easily access it. On the back, you'll see a 30-liter backpack with a roll top dry bag design, and then extra reinforcement and extra pocket throughout. And also while I have you here, I'll show you how it fits. So you can see this is a really high fitting backpack. You know, a lot of backpacking or hiking packs are going to fit lower. You know, you have coverage right here. You'd be transferring the weight to the iliac crest right here, and then you'd have your shoulder straps, you'd have your sternum adjustment. This is a different kind of thinking. As you saw, this is high. It's not moving around, right? It's not going places. It's a pretty smart idea. Get this unclipped and I'll show you the back real quick. On the back, if you did want to overload it, you have this additional strap right here that you can then clip to the front. And here's my hydration reservoir. I would just have it come out to the right. Here's a little pocket right there. When I'm storing it after hiking around, I put this off and I put it back in the pack so it doesn't compress and then leak. Have you ever had that happen in the back of your vehicle or a house? You just lay the pack down and it lays on the valve and just starts leaking water everywhere? Yeah, that's how you fix it. Put it back in the pack. All right, this material right here is like the stuff you'd have on the ski edges of your pants. Very, very burly and abrasion resistant. And I found a really good place to stuff a jacket, and also I carry around camera equipment pretty often. So I'd have a selfie stick with a 360 camera, and I would just put it in here, and then have the pole come up, and it provided really fun drone-like angle of coverage, which I'm not sure if you're here for that kind of advice, but you know, it is fun to document your adventures with your friends and family or your solo adventures. And one of the easiest ways to do that is using an action camera or a 360 camera. A lot lighter weight than a drone, pretty small packing size, pretty lightweight overall, and that's where I keep it. It's right there, up and down. So, something to think about. You get all kinds of adjustments in case you want to carry trekking poles, axes, and stuff like that. numerous. Their load adjustment right here, you tighten right there. There's another one down here, and that's how you keep the pack nice and secure should you not have it packed out to 30 liters. Kangaroo pocket right here, which is nice. Kangaroo pocket over here. In here, I believe I carry my sun sleeves and sun gloves and extra balaclava. There's even a pocket that goes through down here, which I suppose would be a pretty good area to carry, well, I was kind of thinking 10-car fly fish rod. Kind of fun, keep down there. But you can use your imagination on what you want to carry on it. The frame itself, this is worth noting. The frame itself, as you can see right here, is this like red material that is perforated and carries off of your back really, really well to allow your sweat to evaporate and to just circulate as much air as possible. It feels good, it's comfortable, I like it. And then of course you get your one lash strap to hold it by. So I'll put it on one more time so you can see it on a person. And again, I'm a rather big person, and I feel like I'm probably at the limits of this pack. Man, oh man, are these zippers small, or these clasps small? Yeah. There's very few things I'd like to change on this pack. If I could, maybe make, instead of the ultralight version, maybe just a lightweight version, maybe make the clips this size so that a person as simple as myself or a person with gloves on could use it, but those are tweakings down the road. So hopefully seeing the Skyline 30-liter Fastpack on a human being is helpful. Of course, there are different sizes in the lineup, of course. We are also testing out the 40-liter ultralight backpack. Devin Michael has that, so stay tuned for that. She took it to California. She was out in Utah, California, Wyoming, Colorado for next month, just adventuring. So we'll have a lot of good feedback from her on that. But yeah, here is, for one last gander, the Skyline 30-liter pack. And again, notice how high up it is, right? It doesn't move around when you're running. And I'm not saying that I'm a fast packing trail runner. I'm just a guy who loves to be on the trails and bushwhack and explore new areas here in Colorado with my dog Chloe. And I've even worn this pack on an fat bike we're testing as well, and it carried really well because it's not a huge backpack. It carried really, really well. So my idea for this summer using this pack is to use the e-bike to access more coverage, more terrain quicker, leave the e-bike hidden somewhere, and then start my adventure on the pack, fast packing. And yeah, make it a 2-day little trek, you know, take a break from all the day-to-day stuff and just go reset the old soul, and this pack will be coming on that trek. So that's how I use it. Your mileage can and will vary how you use it. I know if you're watching this, you're probably thinking of many adventures where this would be an ideal pack just to get out there. And or if you're just training for things and you have a bunch of people you're trying to support, kiddos, this is 30 liters is a sweet spot in my opinion. You carry a lot of stuff and it keeps out of the way so you can still be active and help with the kiddos off the ground and stuff. It's a lot of ways to use the pack. It's very, very comfortable. As you can tell, I really am a big fan of it. And this whole notion of starting to implement running vest style suspension systems, I saw it last year with Mystery Ranch, and that was the Bridger 35, and that became my favorite backpack. Hey, 30 some liters, right? 35 liters, that's my sweet spot. And it still is for some reasons. It has a frame for one, and it has big hip belts. But it's a legit backpacking, like carry too much stuff and a kitchen sink kind of backpack. But I love some of the trajectory of the backpacking world to incorporate this because I think overall it carries weight a little more universally as opposed to just loading the hips and then adjusting to the shoulders and then maybe tightening the heck out of the sternum. This right here feels good. It feels really, really good. And the idea of having the weight higher is just that it's a newer concept to me and probably a lot of companies. And so I really hope that it transcends into other brands and other offerings because it works. It works really well. Those are my thoughts and my opinions. I'm not paid to say any of this. They sent this over for me to test and they gave me nothing else on it. Just go use it, Sean. Tell us what you think. And that's what I think. Hopefully you found it helpful. If you did, thumbs up is always appreciated. If you do get one of these in the future and you find things I might have missed, which I guarantee I'll probably miss a few features, please share that with our audience below. We'd love to learn from you, learn with you. We have meetings with Outdoor Vitals coming up. We have more reviews with Outdoor Vitals coming up. If you want to see those, consider subscribing to our Engearment YouTube channel to stay up to date on those. I'm Sean Sewell, the owner and director of Stoke for Engearment.com. And until next time, take care.